Today, we are going deep into how to stand out in today's noisy online space and actually start attracting premium clients. I'm talking about the ones who see your value, the ones that respect your time, and who are also willing to pay you for exactly what you deserve. So if you are a female freelancer right now, or you are a service provider who has been doing all the right things, you've been posting consistently, showing up on stories, showing up on reels, doing as much as you can, maybe even taking trainings, right? But somehow still you feel invisible, or like you are only attracting people who want to pay you in exposure, right? Or maybe just vibes. Right now, just so we're clear, I'm not here to teach you theory. No, far from it. I'm not here to teach you theory. I'm going to teach you what I have personally done and what's working for women I coach inside the CashFlow For HER event, right? Rather, the CashFlow For HER community. So without further ado, welcome to today's live session on the CashFlow For HER web event. And I'm so excited. I guess you can see through it, right? Like, I'm really excited. It's Saturday and I'm happy to be doing this with you right now. So we're going to be delving deep, and I'll try not to take much time on this. So I'd love you to just, flow along with me. If you have your writing materials, whatever you need to get information that you're going to use in your online business today, get your pen and paper, get your phone, whatever you're going to use to record this. If you have to download this video, for you to have access, use it to take care of your business, like your online business, it's going to help you, right? So I would love you to share this live right now. Share it right now. If you're a female freelancer and you're watching this, other female freelancers that need this, share this live. It's a live web event. It's for free. It's for us to come and learn, right? What is going to help our businesses is for us to implement on whatever we're going to take from this web event and implement in our business. And you're going to see differences, right? You're going to see differences. So right about now, let's talk about how and why you feel invisible. Why do you feel invisible online? Even though you're showing up, you're doing it, like you're putting in your all, but it seems like you are invisible. Let's start by getting brutally honest here. Do you accept? First of all, I just want to ask this question, and I want you to be honest with yourself, right? You need to be honest with yourself at this point. Do you accept the fact that there are millions? When I think about this thing, I wonder, there are millions of people out there. I'm talking of freelancers who are doing exactly what you're doing. Have you ever sat down and thought about it? This thing, yes, is a fantastic idea. It's a skill. I have, studied about this skill. I've developed this skill. I have put in my all to make sure I am an expert in my field to the best of my knowledge. But then, have you thought about how many people are doing the exact thing you are doing right now? There are, let me just say millions. I don't want to call billions. I don't want to be over-exaggerative here. There are millions of freelancers online offering exactly what you offer. I am talking of things like virtual assistants. Are we talking about graphic designers? Are we talking about social media managers, copywriters? So many of them, coaches. Let me tell you, the market is full. So how do you stand out? How do you single yourself out of the crowd and position yourself in such a way that you are unique on your own? You stand out. Now, it starts with this truth. People don't buy services, right? They buy solutions to their problems. I have given these instances several times on this live video. Anybody who has a problem and the person is in dire need of solutions is not interested in how many services or how many things you have to render to that person at that moment. At that point, all the person thinks about is solution to my problem. Now, most freelancers are selling tasks like email management, designs, captions, listings, tasks. But let me tell you something. Premium clients are not looking for someone to do tasks. And that is the honest truth. Premium clients are not looking for who would do bulk of tasks. They don't bore them with the bulk of whatever you have to offer as your services. All they care about is solution. They're actually looking for someone, who can solve their problems. Someone who can solve a very specific problem in their business or in their lives. So, if you are saying, for instance, I help social media, I can assist with admin tasks, I offer virtual assistant services, that's why you're blending in, because that's what every other female freelancer says. You are speaking the language that every freelancer speaks. So premium clients will not understand that kind of language. That is not the language of premium clients. You are actually blending in. So instead of doing that, here's what to do instead. Now let's talk about defining what makes you unforgettable. Now think about it. Yes, there are thousands of virtual assistants, social media managers, copywriters, and general freelancers online. So how do you make sure your dream clients choose you, even when you are not the cheap option here? I'm going to say that again so that you can, resonate. You can think about it. How do you make sure your dream clients choose you? What singles you out? What is that thing that makes you to stand out, that makes you unique, even when you are not the cheapest option? Now we're going to get there. The thing is, you stop blending in. You stop selling your skills like everyone else. You start selling the result and the transformation that you create. Results and transformation that you create. Results, right? Now let's break it down. Let's break down the 3 practical steps so that you can apply this to your business. And I'm going to talk about these 3 practical steps. I'm going to try to be, as simple as possible so that you can understand these steps. Step 1, get clear on what you actually offer. Get clear on what you actually offer. Get clear on what you actually solve. Okay, let me repeat that again. Get clear on what you actually solve. The problem you're solving. People don't buy services. People don't buy tasks. People don't care about how many offers you have. They buy what your service does for them. The fulfillment, the transformation, the results, the outcome. People buy what your services do for them. So if you say something like, I'm a virtual assistant, that's vague. Because there are so many virtual assistants out there. So yes, you are a virtual assistant. Beautiful, fantastic. But what makes you different from every other virtual assistant? What else can you say that singles you out of a bunch of virtual assistants? So you can say something like, I help overwhelmed coaches, free up 15 hours or more than 15 hours a week so that they can focus on making more money. Instead of saying, I'm a virtual assistant, you can say something like, I help overwhelmed coaches free up 15 plus hours a week so they can focus on making more money. Now, that is more specific. That's a solution if you think about it. So you're not just a virtual assistant anymore. You are a time saver. You are a stress reliever. That's what that statement is depicting. That's what it's saying. Not just I'm a virtual assistant, I'm a graphic designer. I'm a coach, I'm a consultant. No, that problem that you're solving is what makes you unique. So you start with the solution. I help overwhelmed coaches free up 15 hours a week so that they can focus more on making more money, right? That depicts that you're a time saver, you're a stress reliever, you're also a revenue booster. Now, if you concentrate on what I just told you right now, what I've just said, you can see that this message, there's a shift. The shift in this message instantly positions you as someone who solves a particular problem, not just someone who just wants to be hired, right? So, under this very step 1, there are action steps. So let's talk about the action steps in step 1. 1, think about your past or current clients. Think about your past or current clients, even if it was unpaid or a personal project or personal projects. So think about your clients, the current and the past. What happened after you helped them? Whatever your answer is, document it down. What happened after you helped them? Did they gain time? Did they reduce stress? Whatever solution you offer, did it reduce their stress? Did it get more organized? Or did you hit a goal? You see these questions I just asked? Answer them. If you can answer them perfectly well, kudos to you. You are doing a fantastic job as an online business owner or as a freelancer or service provider. You are doing a fantastic job. So that's action step 1. Let's go to action step 2. And that is write those outcomes down. Be specific, right? Then action step 3, turn those simple solution-based sentences. Turn those into simple solution-based sentences. So whatever you have achieved with those 3 questions that I gave you, write them down, write the outcomes down, and you have to be very clear and specific about it. Then you turn those simple sentences into solution-based sentences. For example, you can say something like, I'm going to give you an example right now. I help busy online coaches organize their systems so they can stop dropping balls and start closing more sales. I help busy online coaches organize their systems. You see, that's to tell you that there are coaches who have disorganized systems or don't even have systems at all, right? So you help busy online coaches organize their systems so that they can stop dropping balls or dropping bombs, dropping things anyhow, and start closing more sales. You can also say something like, I support CEOs with daily operations so they can focus on scaling and not stressing themselves. You see that solution. You're turning the solution into, I'll call that your description. So instead of saying, I'm a virtual assistant, I'm a coach, I'm a graphic designer, I'm a this and that, talk about the solutions you provide, right? Talk about the solution you provide. Now let's go to step 2 quickly. Package your services like a result, not a job description. Package your services like a result. I just said that now. Now, the thing is, premium clients don't care how many hours you work. They don't care how stressed you are, how many things you're going to do to get the job done, whether you're going to have sleepless nights or whether you're going to, outsource, looking for other people to help you do your job so that you can be faster in delivery and all that. They don't care. They care about the results. They care about the transformation. They care about the outcome, right? That they will get with working with you. They get from working with you, right? Sorry about my English. So basically, when you say, I offer 5 hours a week of admin support, Wait, let me take that. When you say something like, I offer 5 hours a week of admin support, you sound like a worker who works around the clock, like an hourly worker, and they'll treat you like one. You sound like a 9 to 5 person. Yeah? And they're going to treat you like one, someone who's on a job. Asking for discounts or comparing you with cheaper clients, that's what they're going to be doing to you. So they're going to treat you shoddily if you position yourself with such a statement. Instead, you can say something like, done for you. Let's do something like this. The peaceful CEO package. The peaceful CEO package. Done for you systems that give you back 3+ hours daily, so you can finally work on your business, not in your business. See, this will get them thinking. This will get them reminiscing on what you offer, like the solution you're going to provide. Oh, as a CEO, I'm burnt out, I work around the clock, and then this particular service provider is telling me I'm going to get back 3+ hours or 5+ hours if I work with them. They're going to do a done for me system package, and it's going to give me 5 hours back so I can work on my business. I can invest more time or more resources in my business, not me investing my energy, time into my business. You see the difference? Now, this is a solution. It's a solution, it's a vision, it's an outcome. And you've elevated yourself from just another assistant or just another graphic designer or virtual assistant, or whatever, right? Or digital marketer. You have elevated yourself from just that particular freelancer to a partner in their growth. They see you as someone interested in their growth. They see you as someone interested in their mental health, in their own personal lives. Like, you actually wish them well. They're not just after the money. So they're not going to treat you shoddily. They will treat you with respect. Now let's talk about action step 2, right? One is create a transformation-based name for your service or package. Create a transformation-based name for your service or package. You can use words like clarity, systems, flow, ease, growth, confidence, freedom. Just as we have in the CashFlow For HER, we create freedom, financial freedom for ladies, right? For female freelancers who are struggling in their business. If you want consistent income and you want that consistent income, you want to build systems that will pay you whether you're sleeping or awake, right? And you want to build financial freedom as a woman and as a female freelancer, the CashFlow For HER is for you. You see, there is freedom in whatever I'm saying. There is systems in whatever I've said, right? So these words should reflect in whatever messaging you have, that transformational name that you have, or statements you are, putting out there in your business. So like I said, the words that should exist in your description about what you do, about your services, you must have words like clarity, systems, flow, ease, growth, confidence, and freedom, right? Number 2, list 3 to 4 benefits that your clients will walk away with. Now you need to think real outcomes, right? So list 3 to 4 benefits or outcomes or results, transformational results your clients can walk away with. So you can have something like, have a fully managed calendar without lifting a finger. That is one example. You can also have something like, get 10+ hours back per week to focus on clients. You can also talk about never miss another follow-up or lead again. So you see, these are results. These are results. Working with you. You do not get to miss another follow-up or leads. You get 10 plus hours back per week, to focus on other clients. You have a fully managed calendar without lifting a finger. These are results, transformational results. Now let's go to step 3, which is show up like the solution. Oh my God, like I have met a bulk of female freelancers who position themselves as they need to offer their services, right? Just because they need to get paid, they need money. Of course, justified. But you see, when you position yourself as someone in need, you'll be taken for granted. Yes, you will be taken for granted. But when you position yourself as someone who solves problems run to you. You attract problems. And the more problems you solve, the more money you make, right? So you need to work on your mentality. You need to work on the mentality of not being a beggar. Do not beg for clients. Show up like a solution provider. You are a solution provider. You're not a beggar. You are a solution provider. So you need to appear as one. You need to work on your mindset. That mindset shift is very important, right? Yes, you struggle with inferiority complex. You struggle with imposter syndromes and all that. But you see, you need to break out of these self-limiting beliefs, because if you don't, you remain in that position of positioning yourself as a beggar. And sometimes you are not even conscious of what you're doing or how you position yourself, especially when you are face-to-face with your clients, right? So it's important. You must learn to show up, package yourself as a solution provider. Now, at this point, you are not just a freelancer. You are a business owner. You are a solution provider. You are a CEO. How many CEOs have you seen position themselves as beggars, begging clients to come do business with them? CEOs don't do that, right? CEOs do not position themselves as beggars. So you need to have that mindset shift, right? Now, let's talk about this. Have you ever posted content that sounds something like, hey, I'm available this week. Hit me up if you need a virtual assistant. Oh my God, I've seen a lot of them. A lot of them. I've seen so many. I mean, probably one day I'm going to screenshot them and, I will probably do a reel to, do this thing, like post it out there. It's crazy. Yes, I understand you need money, but do not appear desperate. There are also statements like looking for clients. Let me know if you need support. I'm a virtual assistant. I'm in need of gigs. If you are interested in having a virtual assistant on your business, send me a DM, chat me up, let me know if you need support. All those kind of messages, I come across them on groups, and it's sad because I look at these freelancers and I see what they do. I see what you do, and sometimes I'm blown away. Like, this thing you are offering for peanuts are things that you can actually package into a powerful branded business and charge powerfully well for it. And you don't have to work with so many people to make good amount of money. But you see, positioning, packaging, branding, positioning, these 3 things, you cannot, if you take them out of any business, it's no longer a business. That is no more a business. That's a hustle. That's a gig, right? So that kind of energy repels premium clients. Because you see, one thing about premium clients want to hire leaders. Premium clients they do not need needy service providers, right? They don't need people that are hungry. They don't want hungry people to work for them. So if you want high ticket, you want premium, you want respectful clients, you must show up as someone with value, not someone begging for attention. You must show up with value, not someone begging for attention. Premium clients are drawn to certainty, clarity, proof. Certainty, clarity, proof. Now, when we talk about certainty, that means you know what you are doing. You know what you do, right? And who you do it for. That's what certainty means. You know what you are doing. And then you know who you are doing this for. You are sure of your onions. That is certainty. And then when we're talking about clarity, your message is consistent and specific. Consistent and specific, not generic. Yeah? Not generic. Consistent and specific. Now, when you're talking about proof, premium clients want proof. You show how you work, who you've helped, and why it matters. You make these very clear, simply clear to them, right? Now, for the action step, for the next 7 days, I want you to post one thing a day that positions you as the expert. I want you to write, for the next 7 days, I want you to post one thing a day that positions you as an expert, right? So, day one, there's so many ideas. I can give you ideas, right? So you can post a client's results you helped create or how you created it. That's a post idea. You can use that for day one. Day two, you can post something like your personal journey into freelancing. Day three, you can post behind the scenes of your processes, how you organize your client tasks, that BTS thing. You can post that on a Wednesday. On Thursday, you can post a myth people believe about your service and the truth. So you can post that on Thursday, something that people generally believe about what you offer, and then the truth behind what you offer, right? On Friday, you can post something like a mindset shift you made to attract better clients. That's something you can also post. You can also post something like a list of common mistakes you see your clients make. Common mistakes you see your clients make. Something you can put together and post. You can post a short reel or video showing how your services improve someone's business, right? These are like a documented process of what you did to improve someone's business. You don't need to be everywhere. No, you don't need to be everywhere. You just need to be consistently showing up with confidence, right? So now let's go on a summary. Right? So I spoke about getting clear on what you solve. And getting clear on what you solve, you turn your skills into client-centered results. So if you are just joining in, I don't want to say you've missed a lot, but I'm just going to give a short summary, right? So I just spoke about getting clear on what you solve, and this turns your skill into client-centered results. And this will help you speak your client's language, right? And then number two, I talked about packaging like a result. Package your services, whatever you offer, package it like a result. And that will help you name and sell your offer as a transformation. And this will get you, at this point, it helps your clients take you seriously, right? They take you seriously and you have the opportunity to charge more, to increase your prices, right? Your rates. And lastly, I spoke about showing up like a solution. You need to show up like a solution. And this means you have to post consistently with proof, with confidence, and with clarity. And I explained all that. And also this will help you attract premium clients and not low-paying clients, right? Now, on a final thought, being unforgettable is not about being loud. It's not about being specific, solution focused, and self-assured in how you show up. it's about, I'm sorry, that's a slip of tongue. Yeah, it's actually about being specific. Yes, it's about being specific. It's about, focusing on the solutions, and it's also about being self-assured in how you show up. Yeah. So the thing is, once you do this, you will no longer chase clients. And that is the reality of it. You will no longer chase clients. The thing is, they will come after you. Once your solution is clear, you are able to communicate your message clearly to your clients, and then you are able to have, show up consistently. At the same time, your message is solution focused. You will not chase clients. You will start commanding higher rates, and you will be confident in charging higher rates. And also, you will become known in your niche because you have carved out yourself. You become special. You become easily known in your niche, right? So the thing is, you are not just offering a service. You are delivering real valuable results, real valuable changes. And the thing is, if you would have me, right, let's help the right people see it. Let's together help the right people see it, right? Now let's quickly go to part 3. And this part 3 is, I'm going to give you the 3V framework to become unforgettable in a noisy market. The 3V framework to become unforgettable in a noisy market. Now, this is a simple but powerful framework to help you stand out and also attract aligned premium clients and get known for what you do best, right? So in a digital space where thousands of freelancers are posting every day, this is how you rise above the noise. Not being everywhere, not doing 1,000 things, not just being easily accessible, but by being clear, consistent, and compelling, right? Now let's talk about this framework. Number 1 is value. Number 1 is value. Show what you know. Teach. Don't hold back. Teach what you know best. Don't hold back. Yeah? You see that value? If people don't learn from you, they will not buy from you. And that's the fact. If people don't learn from you, they will not buy from you. You see, the thing about value is all about educating your audience, right? Educate your audience so that they start to see you as an expert. They start to see you as an authority in that niche, in that field. Most freelancers just post, I can help you with this, I can help you with that, XYZ, and all that. But that's not enough anymore. I mean, premium clients are wiser now. People are wiser now. Premium clients don't hire someone just because they say they can do everything, they can do something. They hire people, they hire people who demonstrate their expertise clearly. That is it. They hire people who can demonstrate their expertise simply and clearly, and even communicate simply and clearly. Now let's talk about practical ways to show value. The practical ways to show value, I have a number of them. So you could write along. Number 1, share 3 tips on how to do something your clients struggle with. Share 3 tips on how to do something your clients struggle with. Number 2, do a quick screen recording showing your process. For example, how you organize a client's calendar on Inbox, right? Just do a screen record, a short screen record of your processes. A very short screen record. Then share before and after examples of your past work. So for instance, you as a social media manager, you are hired to manage someone else's social media page, and then you see that their bio looks very clumsy. The way they post their content is all clumsy and all that. then you have a picture of the before, and you optimize their social media pages. After optimization, proper optimization, then you have a screenshot of the after. So share before and after examples of your past work. Answer frequently asked questions in short videos. If you have frequently asked questions, prepare a short video, put it out there, right? There are so many people that are going through that same thing and are looking for answers to that particular problem. So when you have frequently asked questions and you put them in short videos, post it out there, and you'll be amazed with the way people turn up to you. They warm up to you, say, oh yes, this resonates with me. I've had this problem. And from there, you begin to attract them as premium clients, right? Then you talk about common mistakes your clients make and what to do instead. Talk about common mistakes your clients make and what to do instead, what to do about such mistakes. So now, why does this work? Why does this work? The thing is, when you teach and give value upfront, people start to trust you, right? People start to see you as credible. People start to realize that they actually need what you're offering. So think about it. Don't worry about giving away too much. I mean, a lot of people are always very, how do I put it, sensitive, or they feel like, oh, I'm giving out too much information, right? Like, I've been doing web events since I started my online business, and it's something I love to do every Saturday, to give out as much information as I can to help as many female freelancers as possible that are open to learning from me, right? So someone in my position could actually feel like they are giving too much. Your dream clients don't just want information. They don't just want information. They want implementation and transformation, right? They want that solution. And solution is only gotten from implementation, which is doing the work, and the transformation, the result you get. So the more you give, the more they believe in your ability to lead them, right? Now let's go to the second framework, which is voice. Now the first one, I talked about value. That's the first one. And the second one is voice. Talk like a real human being. Let your personality shine, right? Talk like you're talking to a friend because you're concerned. You have a solution that someone needs because the person has a problem. You need to communicate, right? You need to feel, I call it empathy. Put yourself in your client's shoes. Feel their pain. Feel what they are actually going through. Let your personality shine. Your voice is your secret weapon. You need to learn how to use it, right? The thing is, most female freelancers actually hide behind corporate sounding language, long paragraphs or overly perfected content. But the thing is this, people buy from people, especially premium clients. They want someone they like. They want someone who is real. They want someone they can connect with emotionally. Right? So your voice is what makes you you. Your voice is what makes you special. Right? It's how you stand out from freelancers who say the same thing. So you need to learn how to use your voice. Now let's talk about practical ways to use your voice. How do you use your voice? Number one, write how you talk. Use simple languages. You could use emojis if that's your thing. I use emojis a lot. Like, all right. In my write-ups, I love emojis, right? So stickers, whatever works for you, whatever is your thing. Use your voice. Use the emojis if that's your thing. Use voice notes in DMs. I do that a lot. Like, I can't just keep typing. Hear my voice. I'd love to even hear your voice. For people who have contacted me via DM, especially on Facebook, most of the times I use voice notes. Except if I have I'm multitasking or I'm doing other things, or then I can just quickly drop a message, a chat, or when necessary, I use voice notes. Right? So use voice notes in DMs. There's no harm in it. Let there be that connection. Right? Also, share personal stories and experiences that relate to your work. Share personal stories and experiences that relate to your work. Be honest about what you love. Be honest about what frustrates you and what you believe in. Yeah? Also, stop trying to sound smart. Instead, focus on being relatable and clear. Focus on being relatable and clear. And this is what I actually do in my podcast, because for those of us that are just joining right now, I have the Booked and Brilliant podcast. This podcast is a visibility spotlight for every female freelancer. So if you are a freelancer, you're female, or you have an online business, or you're a service provider, and you feel unseen, you feel unheard, right? You feel like you are hiding behind the curtain. You have a lot to offer. You have a fantastic business that you are building, but that visibility is not there. A lot of people don't know you, and yet you have something premium. You have something that would even attract premium clients. This podcast is strictly for you, right? And I am doing this for free. For every female freelancer out there, you want to be heard, you want to be seen, you want to be valued, and you want to attract premium clients to your business, right? This is an opportunity for you to jump at it. I have a lot of people who have sent me DMs, and some of us are still there who have sent me DMs and you're not responding to your DM. You don't expect me to beg you to come on the podcast for you to come and announce to the world your gift, what God has blessed you with, the fantastic skill that you have turned into a business and you are building for yourself, right? So if this is for you, if this resonates with you, feel free to just send me a DM on Facebook, right? And then we get right at it. I schedule you for the podcast, and come on the podcast and, get it running. This is a visibility platform for every female service provider, every female freelancer, and every female online business owner, female CEOs, right? So this is it for you to come and shine. Talk about what you do. Talk about the services you offer, the transformation, the results, the load of results you have to help people who have the problems that your service solve or your services solve, right? So now let's talk about why this works. Why does this work for you? Your voice makes your brand memorable. Yeah, it builds emotional trust. Clients will think something like, maybe she's not just good, she gets me. She understands my pain point. She's speaking my language. She understands how this thing is hurting me. Like, she understands how this thing affects my business, how it affects my emotional life, how it affects my mind, how it affects my productivity. And I feel this person can actually deliver. This person can actually help me. Yeah, that's the energy that attracts premium clients who will value you for who you are, not just what you do, right? So now let's quickly go to the third framework. I've talked about value, and I've also talked about voice. Now let's talk about the third V, which is vision. Paint the future that your clients want. Paint the future that your clients want. Help them see it. Help them want it. Help them understand it. Let me tell you, there are a lot of clients out there that have a problem and do not understand. They don't even know that they have that problem. It's just a particular problem that has led them to you. And then you, as a CEO who is creative, right, will see through that problem, which opens doors to bigger problems. And then you don't just help them see the particular problem that they bring to you. You help them see a deeper problem, right? You need to paint the future that they want. Paint the transformation that they actually want and help them see it, help them understand it, and help them want it. Help them want it. The thing is, if they can see, if they cannot see what is possible, if they cannot understand the future that you are helping them create, if they can't see it, if they don't understand it, if they can't want it, they will not invest in it. And this is the step most female freelancers skip, right? But this is actually the most powerful. Vision is actually about helping your audience, your clients, dream bigger. You need to be able to see the future for them. Because if they could see the future, they wouldn't come to you, right? They won't seek your opinion or your services or whatever. They will not, right? So vision is about helping your clients see bigger, dream bigger, want bigger, and showing them what is possible if they work with you, right? So you're not just offering administrative support. You're not just offering social media help. You're not just, giving out content strategies. You are offering freedom. You are offering clarity. You're offering growth. You're offering ease, right? So let's talk about practical ways to share vision. Talking about what life could look like after working with you. It could be like this. You could put it this way. Imagine waking up to a clean inbox. Imagine waking up to a clean inbox and organized calendar, right? Imagine having 10 hours a week to yourself. 10 hours a week back to focus on your clients and also creativity. 10 more hours to focus on personal development, on self-care, health-care, right? You see those things. Share your client stories. Share client stories or testimonials, that show that transformation. Share it out. Use before and after storytelling to help them see the journey. So put it to them before, after, right? Put it to them. Let them see the process. Let them see the journey. Oh, okay. So if this person, you were successful with helping this person transit from what they were, which is the before, to where they want to be, which is the after, they begin to trust you and believe that you actually can solve their problem. And then you talk about why. This is the bigger mission behind what you do. So you talk about why. Now, why does this work? Clients buy outcomes. I've said this previously, right? Clients buy transformation. Clients buy results. Your offer becomes more compelling when it's not just about what you do, but what it unlocks for them, right? So clients want what it actually unlocks for them. And vision gets people emotionally involved. And emotion is what drives investment. Because the thing is, psychologically speaking, emotions is what makes sales possible. Emotions. And there are two reasons why people will buy from you. One is either they love, for the love of what they want, or for the status of what they will get when they get what they want. So these two, I would put it as two yardsticks, why people will buy from you, why people will purchase your services, want to pay for your services, why people want to work with you, right? So number one is love. Number 2 is status. What are they going to, whatever transformation you have to offer your clients, what feeling is it going to generate for them? What are they going to feel abundant? Are they going to feel successful? Are they going to feel prestige? Right? Is that the reason why they want to work with you? If that is the reason, if that's the transformation they are looking for, then you have to harness that particular outcome. Put it to their face. Make them believe that this is what you will get when you work with me. You're going to get transformation. You're going to get prestige. This is going to lift you successfully. It's going to place you on a pedestal. It's going to attract a certain kind of people to you. You're going to appear more. You're going to be perceived more as, an elite in the society. That is status. Or probably is something they love, right? This is going to bring love to you. It's going to make you feel like this connection is going to earn you a particular relationship. It's going to affect your relationships, your family, your friends. It's going to help your mental state. It's going to make you mentally balanced. It's going to help you cut down on burnout. This affects the emotions. People buy emotions, right? People buy emotions. So the earlier you understand that emotion is sales, emotion is what will connect your clients to you and make them want to work with you, right? So basically, that is it. Now, let's put it all together. When you combine these 3 elements, here's what you get, yeah? So 1 is value. Value builds trust and credibility, right? Value builds trust and credibility. And this is very, very important. Very important. Trust and credibility. And an example can be, here are 3 ways I help coaches reclaim 10 hours a week. That is value, right? That is value. You are helping them, reclaim 10 hours, meaning you're going to help them win 10 hours out of their busy schedule, right? So that is for value. Number 2, I spoke about voice. Voice creates emotional connection. Emotional connection. And you can say something like, I know what it's like to feel unseen. I know what it's like to feel unheard. I know what it's like to not be valued. I know what it's like to be sidelined. I know what it's like to burn the candles, burn your bridges, leave that job, and then you find yourself stranded in between walls, and then you don't know what to do. And the next thing is you're thinking of, I need to start an online business because I want to be financially free. I've been there. I know how it feels. I know what it feels to be stranded. I know what it feels to be hungry. I know what it feels to be financially embarrassed, right? You lose respect. You are put down. You are looked down upon. And even clients do not value you. I know how it feels like. That's why I do this work, right? So you can sound that way. And then I talked about vision. Vision sparks desire and belief, right? So you can say something like, imagine what your business would feel like if you had total support in XYZ, right? If you had total support in XYZ, now this is how you build a personal brand that magnetizes premium clients. The ones one that is not loud and flashy, but clear, simple, confident, and deeply human, deeply connecting. Now, on my final thought, if you're a female freelancer who has been feeling overlooked or underpaid, These frameworks I just gave you is your starting points to changing everything, right? So the thing is, you need to start showing up with value. You need to learn how to speak with your voice. Then you also need to share the vision your clients are dying to live. That vision, that is how you become unforgettable, right? So at this point, are you a female freelancer already in business? Probably you have an online business, you have a skill, you have something, and probably you've not even started. Like you've not started, but you want to start. Or you have started, you have probably a year, 2 years, it doesn't matter the number of years, right? If you're a female freelancer already in business or about to go into online business, but you're ready to start attracting premium clients, not just anyone. You don't just want to attract anybody. You are majorly on premium clients. I would love you to send me a DM on Facebook with the word unforgettable, right? Send me a DM on Facebook. Let's talk about how I can support you through the CashFlow For HER community. And this community is a space where you will learn how to show up, stand out, and get paid what you truly deserve. You don't need to do more. You don't need to do so much. You just need, to show up the right way. Let's do this together, right? So basically that's it. So on this note, let me know in the comments or DM at this point. You could send comments in with one sentence. What is one sentence that truly describes the result you provide? So think about the result you provide at this point as a female freelancer, yeah? So in one sentence, what truly describes the result you provide? What also makes you different from 100 other service providers, right? I can also help you refine your message, yeah? I'll help you refine it if you send it to me as a DM, right? So you can send it to me as a DM, that's fine, right? So this has been a fantastic session. I don't know about you, but even I myself, as I'm coaching you here, I'm also learning, yes? So it has been a fantastic session. And in this session, we have unpacked so much today. Why you've been feeling invisible even though you are showing up. We've also unpacked how to package what you do into a transformation, not just a task. Yeah. So we've also unpacked how to start standing out as the go-to premium service provider in your space, and how to position yourself confidently online to attract premium clients, right? So if you want to learn more or go deeper in this topic, I'll be expanding it all every day on my Instagram and Facebook pages. So what I want you to do right now is to give me a follow and check them out on my reels every day. I'm going to be posting it on reels. There's more to what I've just discussed on this web event. So I'm going to be breaking it down for you every day for the next 7 days. You just need to follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, watch out for my reels every day, and you're going to be learning so much. Now, let me remind you of something important, right? You are not just another freelancer, baby girl. You are not just another freelancer. You are a solution. You are someone's answered prayer, right? You are also the reason a stressed out business out there or a stressed out business owner finally breathes again. But you see, none of that matters if you keep playing small. None of that matters if you continuously undercharge yourself, or you keep hiding your brilliance behind generic content and low ticket offers. Now is the time for you to shift. Now is the time for you to move. Now is the time for you to take up a decision, make a decision, and tell yourself, I'm not going to hustle anymore. I'm not going to struggle anymore. You don't have to hustle endlessly, right? You You don't have to keep chasing clients all the time. No, you don't have to beg for peanuts anymore. You just need to clearly communicate your value, right? Clearly communicate your value and show up with strategy. So at this point, if you have been nodding all through this session as I'm talking, right? You've been nodding your head and you're telling yourself, this is exactly what I needed. Yeah? And you'll also be telling yourself, oh, I know I'm meant to serve, at a higher level because I know my services. I know what I offer. I know the kind of skill, I know what I've put into this skill. I know the investment I have made to develop this particular service that I'm offering. I know. And I'm sure you're telling yourself at this point, I'm tired of winging it. I want real results. I want premium clients. Clients that will honor me. Clients that will value my services. Clients that will pay me. That will not stress me. Right? Now, at this point, if you are already running that business, even if it is small, or probably you have not even started, but you know deep down, you want to start working with premium clients, you want to attract them to yourself, who will pay you well, who will respect your work, and also allow you build the life you really want, then I want to work with you. Right? So I just need you to send me a DM on Facebook right now, right? Send me a DM. You can use the word, I want to attract premium clients. Just put that on Facebook. I want to attract premium clients. And I'll personally respond, with how we can get started, right? You can start building your premium offers, attracting aligned clients, and setting up, a business that gives you both freedom and stability. Very, very important. And if you have not joined us yet, sis, if you're not part of the CashFlow For HER community on Telegram, I don't know what you're doing, right? So hop into the CashFlow For HER Telegram community today, right? I'm going to put the link right now for you to, be part of it. It's very important for you to be part of it. Show up. Join the CashFlow For HER community today. It's important, right? This will help you grow. And you're not going to be alone. This is where the fire continues, right? That's where women like you are building consistent income from their gifts, from their skills, from their expertise, from whatever they know every single week, right? We're a community of ambitious, heart-driven women who are done playing small, who want to start building consistent income streams through our skills. So, baby girl, you belong here, right? Now, like I said earlier, if you are interested with that visibility spotlight, you want to get your business to the world, you want to get your services to the world, whatever service you offer, whatever solution you provide, the Booked and Brilliant podcast is here for you, right? So send me a DM, tell me you're interested in the podcast, and then we schedule you for the podcast. It's a visibility spotlight for every female freelancer, and I would love you to be part of it, right? So standing out isn't about being loud. It's about being clear. It's about being bold. It's also about being consistent with whatever you solve and who you help. So at this point, I want you to stop hiding. Let's get being paid. Let's get paid for being us, right? Let's get paid for being us. Now, you got this. Girl, you got this. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. But you do need to start showing up like the woman who gets paid well for her brilliance. Because she's already in you, right? She just needs the permission to lead. She just needs that permission from you to allow her come out and express herself. And that permission, baby girl, you give it to yourself. So at this point, I want you to start today. right? Start today. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful web event. And I'll see you next week for another powerful session. But until then, don't forget, go where you are valued, not where you're just visible, where you just exist. Go where you are valued. You deserve premium clients, you deserve peace, and you deserve to be paid, right? So until I see you next week, Saturday, don't forget, we're always on this live web event every Saturday. Do not miss it for anything in the world. I love you guys, right? Have a blessed, beautiful Saturday. Love, peace out.